Hello, Mr. Wood. Can I have a bit of your time?
What now, Pia? You know I'm busy, right? Ugh, kids these days really have no manners.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wood. Please, may I have some of your valuable time?
What is it? Make it snappy.
Thank you. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be leaving the job at the end of the month.
What? You want to quit? This month?
Yes. A lot of the other student workers suddenly quit, right? So the workload is bigger now, and I'm having to do a lot of hours I'm not scheduled for. I was given shifts during finals week when I said I couldn't work. I just can't continue doing this job any longer.
Right. I get what you're saying to me, Pia. But I can't accept.
Huh? Why is that?
What do you mean, why? It's not that hard to get. You've been working here all this time and you still don't understand. Maybe you're not taking your work seriously enough.
I apologize. Sorry, but I really have no idea what you mean.
We're stretched thin as it is, so we can't function if we lose even more people. What happens if we go bust because of that? There are people with us that have their own lives and families to support. Are you trying to force them onto the streets? How do you plan on making it up to the people whose livelihoods you'd ruin by making us go bankrupt? Everyone will suffer because of your selfishness.
Huh, but make it up to them? How do I do that?
You're too young to do anything to make it up to them. So if that happened, you'd be liable to pay damages to the business.
Pay damages? Like, I'd be in debt to the business?
Of course, it's only fair if you act so selfishly. You wouldn't be able to pay it back unless you worked like a slave for years. You're still 16, right, Pia? Your life's over if you're in debt for $40,000 so young before you even start college.
$40,000? That much?
Well, that's just an example. If you caused the whole restaurant to go bust and made so many people homeless, it wouldn't surprise me if you owed more than that.
Oh, no. I couldn't pay that much.
I bet you couldn't. But Pia, if you insist on quitting, you'd be in debt by an amount you couldn't pay off for years.
That's way too much money for me. Can't we do something about this?
Nope, we can't. So you should stop thinking about quitting and just carry on working. You really don't know a thing about the real world, do you?
I'm so sorry, but I can't get up early these days, and my parents are worrying about me.
Then you need to stop being a baby. And you'd better not discuss this with your parents.
Huh?
I'm sure they'll be disappointed if they find out their daughter is so ignorant and irresponsible. You wouldn't want to cause your parents trouble, would you, Pia?
No, I wouldn't want to cause them trouble.
Then don't say a word to your parents. If you do tell your parents about this, the responsibility to pay damages will be transferred from you to them. All that because of your selfish desire to quit your job.
What? My parents would have to pay? I can't have that. Like I said, I don't want to cause them trouble.
Of course you don't. I know that you're a kind girl who loves her parents dearly, Pia. Then you know what to do, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, what? I need it in writing clearly.
I take back what I said about quitting.
That's right. You do get it. Then I'll see you tomorrow for your shift.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Mr. Wood.
Hey, Pia. Are you home yet?
Hey, Rocco. Sorry, I'm still on my way home. What's up?
Aren't you going back home late these days? Are you out with your friends?
Not exactly.
It's dangerous out at night. Mom and Dad said they're worried because you won't talk when they asked if something was wrong. You need to get more rest. I thought all high school kids cared about was sleep.
I'm sorry, but I'm not out just having fun.
Then what exactly are you doing? Staying out so late so often. You don't want to talk about it? Where are you now? Do you need me to go pick you up?
It's fine. I'm almost home now.
Mom says you're always coming home late, and you seem down. Mom and Dad are so worried about you. I'm worried about my little sister too, Pia. You can talk to me if you want. That's why I texted today.
Thanks for worrying about me. But really, I'm fine.
Are you sure? I heard you crying a little while back.
Huh? How do you know?
When I stayed over in my old bedroom, remember? I was right next door to you. The walls are thin, so I could hear you. The first time I came back this year, I thought I could hear something.
Right. I guess I was pretty noisy. I'm sorry, Rocco.
You don't need to apologize. If it was that bad, I would have just knocked on your door and told you so.
Right.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Can you tell me what's going on?
Well,
Is it something you really don't want to tell me? Is something bad happening at school?
no, that's not it. It's not school, but work.
Oh, your part-time job? Pia, you know what I do for work, right? Don't you think I can help you?
Oh, yeah.
You forgot, didn't you? I'm sure I can give you some advice. It's fine. Just talk to me.
It's my boss. I tried to quit. So I even texted him about it. But my boss won't let me quit.
Well, what do you know? That's my specialty. Can you tell me more?
Sure. Oh, wait a minute. I'm almost home, so let me get changed and stuff first.
Go ahead. Make sure you get something to eat, too.
Okay. Sorry, Rocco. I'm ready now. Shall we continue?
Yeah, do tell. Take your time and tell me everything.
Got it. My boss has been pretty harsh to the student workers lately. So, quite a lot have quit recently. But of course, we're lacking in people right now because of that. So me and the others who have remained have a pretty big workload now. I was given shifts when I said I can't work for finals. Plus, he makes me stay late.
You work at that Italian restaurant across from the town hall, right? The one that's about a 10-minute walk from home?
Yeah, that's the one.
Mom says you're coming home past 11 lately.
These days, a lot of days have been like that. The restaurant closes at 10:30, but that's when we have to do everything to close down.
Right. Something's not right here. I'm already getting angry based on what I've heard so far.
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry. I'm fine. Keep going, please.
Okay. I said that I wanted to quit at the end of the month, but my boss said the business would go bust if I did. Then he said if the restaurant went under, I'd have to pay $40,000 in damages because so many workers would be out on the street. He also said that if I told my parents, they would be liable to pay the damages instead of me.
You must have been so scared. Thanks for telling me, sis. Do you still have your text history with your boss?
No, I've deleted all the stuff from the past. It just makes me depressed to read it, so I got rid of it.
Even the recent conversation about quitting?
That's still there.
Great. Whatever you do, don't delete it. If you want your boss to pay, you need to keep it.
Okay.
Let's tell him again that you want to quit. You're off school tomorrow, right? I'm off work too. I'll go to you and we can do it together. I'll be watching the conversation next to you, and I can always take over.
Really? You'll speak to him for me?
Yeah. I'm furious at him for treating my little sister this way. I'll help you, Pia. So you don't need to worry. Just get a good night's rest.
All right. Thank you, Rocco. Good morning, Mr. Wood. Please, may I have some of your valuable time?
What is it, Pia? What stupid demand do you have this time?
I want to quit this job at the end of the month.
Huh? Do you have amnesia? Don't you remember we had this conversation already? Are you dumb? I don't care if you want to quit. Can you really pay for the damages? You'll waste so many years of your life. Your parents have such an awful daughter. I feel so sorry for your parents.
Aren't you exaggerating? I'm just saying I want to quit.
You don't get to make the decisions here. I'm the one who gets to decide. The employer who's paying your wages is the one who makes the rules.
Actually, that's wrong. The employer and employee are equals.
What? Equal? Who do you think you are? Don't talk back to me, you brat.
It's true. They are equal. Don't you know? It's pretty basic knowledge.
What the hell? You'd better watch your mouth. How am I equal to some snot-nosed high schooler?
Snot-nosed high schooler or not, it doesn't matter. You are the one who'd better watch your mouth. You're getting carried away.
Huh? You are Pia Gaddy, aren't you? What happened to you? Oh, I am Gaddy, all right. Nice to meet you, Mr. Wood. Huh? What on earth are you talking about? My name's Rocco Gaddy. I'm Pia Gaddy's older brother. I'm borrowing my sister's phone. By the way, I'm a lawyer who specializes in labor and employment law. Oh, you're what now? A lawyer? Yes, you're breaking quite a few laws here. You've left plenty of evidence in the text history, too. That won't be a problem once I delete it. Wow. Well, you can if you like, but I've already screenshotted it all. I also don't think a judge would take too kindly to you attempting to destroy evidence. It's already too late if you wanted to destroy the evidence anyway. What crimes have I committed, exactly? Why don't you stay out of business that's not yours? My sister's business is my business. You can't just play innocent here. About what? I hired Pia because she said she wanted to work at my restaurant. What's the problem here? I've done nothing wrong. First, about you not allowing her to quit. It says in her employment contract that she needs to give 2 weeks' notice. Pia has given you 1 month's notice, which is far more than is needed. I just asked her to wait before quitting because we don't have the numbers at the moment. I've kept her all this time, so she should at least honor that request. It was pretty hard to interpret your conversation with her that way. You even said to Pia that she'd have to pay damages to the business for quitting, didn't you? Demanding such a payment of an employee is a direct violation of Section 16 of the state's Fair Labor and Employment Standards Act. Okay. Did I say such a thing? I don't recall that. Don't worry. It's all saved in screenshots in the text history. And you were saying some things that sounded an awful lot like blackmail, weren't you? That Pia's life would be over if she quit? How can you say that to a girl who's young enough to be your daughter? Actually, you gave her an exact value of money to give you. So that would be more extortion than blackmail. You just added a new charge for yourself. It's technically attempted extortion though, since Pia hasn't paid yet. You're even making Pia work on post-close duties after you close the store to customers at 10:30. Are you aware of the state law that prohibits minors from working past 10? Not that it matters, because ignorance isn't an excuse when you run such a business. Alright, I'm sorry. Really, I had no idea about that law. As for damages that you could be liable for, you're looking at around $800 to $1,700 for blackmail. Making a minor work past 10 gets you 6 months of community service and a $1,300 fine. Well, there are lots of other questionable things you've been doing here, Mr. Wood. But this is taking a while over text. Going to court to settle it would be much easier. Wait a minute. Let's hash this out now. We should both calm down and talk about this. Please, can't you let me off easy? I love Pia more than anything. You hurt my sister and cornered her mentally. I'm livid. I'm going to make sure the judge throws the book at you. No, Listen, I'm so sorry. I heard from Pia. You have a daughter the same age as her, don't you? Yes, I do. How would you feel if your own daughter were in the same situation as Pia? I'm truly sorry. I don't have any excuses. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Pia. But you'll do it at court. No, anything but that. Like you said, I have a daughter. And a wife, too. Please, I'm begging you. I get that you're having a rough time with your business right now, but it's your fault that all this has happened. Your incompetence caused the situation, so don't blame it on Pia. You need to take responsibility for your own actions. But I'm apologizing to you, aren't I? How can you be so cruel? You're the one who's cruel. Apologizing isn't enough. I feel so sorry for your family. Their father and husband is so ignorant and irresponsible. After that, further investigation of Mr. Wood and his business revealed all sorts of laws he was breaking. He was heavily warned and punished by the law. It was revealed that he was saying some pretty horrible things to the other employees, too. We decided to sue him for emotional distress for a hefty price, since he did hurt Pia deeply. Our parents are saving that money for Pia's college funds. To give Pia something to look forward to, I told her I'd pay for her and one friend to go on a cruise during summer vacation. But on second thought, and after she talked with me about it, I guess that was a little much for a 16-year-old. I reluctantly changed it to a cheaper vacation to a nearby town. But I'm happy as long as my sister is. I honestly don't care about the details of how Pia's awful boss ended up. But it's just a story we can look back on and laugh now. No need to worry about what's in the past.